Hi guys, this video today is on Reggae one drop, and it's going to be a very simplified version. This is part one of what's going to be 3 videos on the topic, incrementally building up the skills. It's sort of nominally based on Bob Marley's Three Little Birds, although it's going to be very simplified, and it was originally intended for a middle school jazz band program where I teach. However, you don't have to be a middle school student. Anyone can get the information out of it just as well. So there will be notation on the screen, there'll be a little bit of a play along at the end, and hopefully you find it interesting and helpful if you're wanting to start at the absolute ground zero, step 1, and play a Reggae one drop. Hi guys, in this video we're going to learn the simplest version of a Reggae one drop groove, as you might hear in a Bob Marley song. So in this version of a Reggae one drop, the most distinctive feature is the snare drum sound. We're not going to hit the snare drum open like we normally do with the stick in jazz or rock playing. We're going to turn the stick around backwards and we're going to play what's called a cross stick. The way we execute a cross stick is with the tip of the stick at the back end, so it's the wrong way around. You're going to put the stick about 2 inches, maybe 1 inch away from the rim on the left side of your drum and touch it to the head the entire time. It never leaves the drum. It's like a hinge, okay? Then we're going to grasp the stick with our fingers out so that when they come down they can mute the head. And I actually like to rest my wrist on the drum head as well to further mute it. Then we're going to use what's now the front end, but what used to be the back end of the stick, to hit the rim of the drum on the right side. So the stick is going to be horizontal on the drum rather than vertical. It's very difficult to do if it's facing away from you. It's much easier if it's going side to side. And we're just going to bring the stick down onto the rim to make a clicking sound. So here I'll demonstrate with the good audio on the difference between a couple of good rim clicks or cross sticks and then a couple of bad ones so you can shoot for the good sound. And so after we've gotten a good cross stick sound, the next thing to think about is the fact that we're only going to use hi-hat, snare drum, and bass drum in this groove. No ride, no toms, no crashes. Okay, so what we're going to do with the hi-hat, we're going to play our right hand stick the normal frontwards way. We're going to play the shoulder of the stick right in here on the edge of the hi-hat like this. Sometimes you can play like this on the top. In this case, the hi-hats are considered to be accents. So we're going to play the shoulder on the edge of the hats, and it's going to be clamped down nice and tight so we get a good clean sound. Okay, we're also going to play bass drum, and the way that the pattern works is we're going to play in 4/4 with 4 beats. Beat 1 is nothing, beat 2 is the hi-hat, beat 3 is the one drop that gets the, gives its name to the pattern, where you're going to hit a cross stick and a bass drum at the same time, and then beat 4 is another hi-hat. So nothing, hi-hat, bass and snare, hi-hat. Nothing, hi-hat, bass and snare, hi-hat, in that pattern. Okay, for the in-time portion of this groove, I'm going to play 16 times through that one measure phrase so that you can play along, and then you can of course go back and play along to that phrase as many times as you need to really get comfortable with this beat. Cool, so let me or Mr. Finn know if you have any questions, but practice this really simple groove before you move on to the next video, just to make sure you've got the timing right and you can flow with that without speeding up or slowing down or getting off or leaving out the rest or something like that, okay? Cool, practice, and I'll see you next time.